Hola, hola, hola. Con headset and
Welcome everyone. It's good to see you again. How have you been? ¿Cómo han estado? Espero que esté todo bien. Todo azul. All right. In the last class, we learned the introduction to probability, and we established what will be the difference between sample and population. And we determine what will be the type of samples I'm going to have every time that we're going to create a survey to determine or collect some kind of information. Okay. Today, we're going to learn how to interpret in the data. So, for example, if you really want to promote one singular product to sell the product selling in the market, and you really want to know if this product will be successful or there will be the biggest failure in the history of the world, we have to learn we're going to learn how to interpret or identify if our product will be a successful or will be a failure. For example, this in this situation, this interpreted data, we're going to learn how to going to predict the behavior of the population. For example, in the TV network showed, you can see one single TV program will be we're going to have a good rating or they're not going to have a good rating because the life of this TV show depending how many people they're supposed to see the program every day by day. Could be Monday to Tuesday, Monday to Saturday, Monday to Sunday, depending what will be that TV show, the PV rating, right? So according for this situation, the prediction of the population, according to the problem, says you can use a sample to make a prediction about the population. If P% of the sample is representative of the population, okay, so we have that formula for the prediction. Prediction will be equal to P% multiplying by the number of people in the population. It's simple. According for how many persons do we have in one population, we can say, oh, okay, we have a prediction. For example, if we have a probability of 20% for the interest going to falling down, all right, the interest falling down. Remember the prediction in how many students, when we're talking about, we must multiply the 20% by the population. For example, how many students do we have in 7th grade? All right, 23, right? No, 40, 43, 23. All right, 23, right? So 20% multiplied by 23, we have one singular number of students. In the prediction, then there won't have internet.
Teacher,
It's, uh-huh.
but why is it 20%?
No, I'm giving you a random number. I'm giving you a random number. For example, you are in total, we're 23 or 28? 23.
23.
Okay, 23 students. And we can imagine we have a probability they're going to, some kind of students, they're going to lose the internet service. Could be the fluid electric falling down, or simply there's going to have some failures in the internet service. So if you want to translate that 20% of the students who's how many students are going to lose the internet service. So the only thing that we must do is multiply the percentage by the number of population. Okay, let me give you a one. I'm going to copy one single example, and you're going to see this is not big deal, not big deal thing. Actually, mhm. Okay, predict the number of people in population, give me the response. Okay, you can use the same. Uh-huh. Then if P% of sample is representative of the population, comma, then, okay, let me show you the sample. Okay, for example, my dear students, eh, the problem mentioned, or the first, at least, the first example, or the example number one. Let me know if you can read perfectly well the whiteboard, or if I need to move the camera just a little bit. Yeah, I need to move the camera just a little bit to the right side. Okay, that will be enough. Y va a estar suficiente. Okay, let me know if you cannot see the whiteboard. Television networks the television networks rely on surveys. Rely on surveys to determine how many people to determine how many people to determine how many people watch their programs. Watch their programs. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, period. In a survey, period. In a survey of 5,000 randomly selected American randomly selected American households.
Teacher, we cannot see the question.
Okay, I'll do it. Ahorita, vamos a mover eso. Hoy sí, ¿verdad? Households, comma, 780 of the whole households watch a certain program. A certain program. Period. Of all American households, of all American households, how many households, period, comma, how many watch how many watch como está chiquito es, me cuesta leer, watch the program. The program. What's the program? Okay, close the question mark. If, okay, if there are about, there are about, if there are about 105 million of households. Of households in the United States. United States. Okay, this is the example what I'm talking about. These prediction samples are used to identify if a product will be a successful or is a TV show program has a good rating or not. All right. So the television networks relied on surveys to determine how many people watch their programs. In a survey of 5,000 randomly select American households, 700 of these households watch a certain program. Okay. Of all American households, how many watch the program? If there are about 105, 105 billions of households in the United States. Okay, they're asking for a prediction. What is the first thing that we must to do? Well, the first thing that we must to do, write the sample. What will be the percent of the sample, right? Exactly, the randomly sample. Remember, calculate the p% is the probability of the random sample. Remember, we suppose to have a sample of 780 households of a randomly sample or a survey of 5,000 people, right? All right. Remember, this is going to be the p%. Remember the p%, we must divide this quantity to this one. And after that, multiplying by 100% because we're talking about the percentage. Okay. So basically what will be the same, the answer? 780 divided by 5,000 and the answer multiplied by 100. Excuse me? ¿Cuánto? 15.6. Thank you. Excellent. 15.
Wait, mister, is
Yep.
it 100% or 100?
100%.
Because if
15.
it's 100%, shouldn't it be times 0.1?
Hold on. Yeah, go right ahead. Is 15 punto cuánto? Okay, say it again, the question, please.
That if it's percent, shouldn't it be 0.1?
No, I'm talking about when we're talking about a person, we have the 100. Remember, we must divide these two quantities and to transform it to percent, multiply by 100.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's not, okay, so it's 100.
Yeah, just
Times
100.
Okay.
Just 100. I'm using the symbol of the percentage, right? Now, remember, now we're going to talking about this. We're going to translate that percentage of the people in the entire USA. So instead to write this name of that formula, right? This is predict number of people in population given that response. We're going to label that one like a letter X. What does that mean? The letter X? Well, actually the name of this one. I mean, think about it in words. The number of people in population given the response. Okay, p%. What will be the p%? Remember, we got 15.6%. Multiplied by, once again, number of people in the population. What is the number of people in the population? 105 million, right? So 105 million. That's 105 billones. Okay, so what will be the answer? Remember, this is 15.6%. All right, so we can multiply by the percent of, if you wish, you can multiply this quantity by 15.6. And hold on. And after that, permítanme, que me faltó algo. Vamos a ver, me comí 3 ceros. And divided by 100. ¿Ok? Puede sacar de un solo 15.6% o multiplique 105 millones por 15.6 y el resultado divídelo entre 100. ¿Cuánto da? Ajá. Millions. Ajá. All right. People. Yep. And this is going to be the prediction. That's it. That's all that we have to do. Vaya, vaya. ¿Entendieron? A ver. Ya. Resolvele. Ya. Gracias. ¿Le decía? Ah, ok. Yo pensé que escuché, no puedo respirar nada. Le escuché. Disculpe. Es que le escuché, no puedo respirar nada. Escuché, entonces digo, se atoró y como la miré yo tosiendo. Disculpe, disculpe. Bueno, ok, lo voy a resumir, ¿verdad? El primer paso para calcular esta predicción es tenemos que concentrar, o mejor dicho, buscar el porcentaje representativo. ¿Cómo se busca ese porcentaje representativo? O sea, el valor de P. Vamos a dividir la pequeña muestra entre la población aleatoria de la encuesta. ¿Cuántos hay en la encuesta? 5,000 encuestados. Y la muestra solo es de 780. ¿Ok? Entonces dividimos 780 entre 5,000 y lo multiplicamos por 100 porque el resultado tiene que ser en porcentaje. ¿Ok? Correcto. Siempre se va a multiplicar por 100. Una vez que ya tengamos esto, vamos para aplicar la predicción, usamos esta formulita que dice el número de personas en la población, quien da la respuesta, o sea, lo que andamos buscando, la predicción, igualado al producto del porcentaje por la población entera. O sea, en pocas palabras, X representa la población, este representa el 15.6 que calculamos aquí y estos 105 millones, el total de la gente que vive en Estados Unidos. Exactamente, es un sample, solo que traducir el porcentaje en cuánta gente quiere decir eso. O sea que el 15.6% de la población de estadounidenses que están echados en su casa viendo televisión representa 16.380.000 personas. A eso se refiere. ¿Entendió ahora? Bueno, pregunta en casa, ¿entendieron? Hello. Ahí en
Yes,
casa.
mister. Yes.
Ok,
Yes, Mr.
ok, diga. Bueno, vamos a hacer otro, vamos a hacer otro, vamos a hacer otro. Vamos a hacer otro. Ok. Segundo problema. Second question, second problem. Problem number 2. A survey, a survey of a survey of 200 randomly 200 randomly select dog dog owners okay, dog owners finds 130 dog owners preferred preferred brand A. Brand A. Brand A dog food. Dog food. Dog food. Period. Predict how many owners in a town of in a town of 1,500 dogs. Dogs. 1,500 dogs. Owners. 1,500. 1,500 dogs owners preferred brand A. Brand A. Ay, dog food. Okay, let's going to read again the problem. A survey of 200 randomly select dog owners finds 130 dogs owners, okay, preferred brand A dog food. Predict how many owners in a town of 1,500 dogs owners preferred brand A dog food. We're going to try to find out the prediction. Who's going to love the brand A? So what will be the first step? Step number one, we're going to try to find out the percentage of the prediction. All right, I mean the P%. Remember, we must divide the sample divided by the random people, the population in the survey. So what will be the sample? 130, exactly, 130 divided by 200, perfect, because 200, and remember, this results multiplying by 100. So for that reason, what is the value from 3%? 55. Okay, 65%. Thank you. Okay, 65%. This is the percentage of the people or the dog owners who loves the brand A. Now we're going to translate this percentage in how many dogs owners love the brand A. So once again, the letter X multiplied by, that will be equal to 65%, 65% multiplying by, what will be the entire population of dog owners? 1,500 dogs, right? 1,500 dogs owners. In simple merely words, X equals 65 times 1,500 divided by 100. So what will be the value from X?
975.
975. Thank you. 975. Loves brand 8. Okay. In the same problem, if I said how many people or dogs owners hates the brand 8, what we're going to do? Same problem, Okay, same problem, but this time I'm saying that people hate the brand A. What will be the P%? Exactly. The new P%, the people who hate brand A, if the 65% loves the brand A, that means that 35% hates the brand A, right? So if you really want to know what will be the new X value, it's simple. The only thing that the same thing. But this time, instead to use 65, we want to use 35, right? 35 multiplied by 1,500 dogs owners divided by 100. So basically, what will be the value from X? Excuse me, 525. 525 hates brand 8. And this is going to be the distribution. All right. And what happened what happened, my dear students? Sorry, let me go with the camera a little bit over here. What happened if you add the green value with the orange value? ¿Qué sucede si what will be the total? 1,500 dogs ordered. This is going to be the distribution of the population according for the dog owners. This is what I'm talking about, and this is how we're going to predict the population. Understood? ¿Entendieron? Okay, another problem. Vaya, pues dele, pues. Ahora, esta partecita no era parte del ejercicio, fui yo que se los agregué para que vieran ustedes la diferencia entre amar y odiar. Dígame. Sí, sí va a haber tutorías. Solo que tutorías las empezaríamos a dar después de Semana Santa. Que si va a haber tutorías, me está preguntando ella. Solo que sería a partir después de la Semana Santa. Vengamos de regreso. ¿Mm? Okay. I'm going to erase this part of the whiteboard because this is not a part of the problem. No es parte del ejercicio. This is not a part of the problem. I'm just giving you like another extra exercise. Okay. Problem number 3. Please pay attention. Eunice. If the same thing. All right. Lento hoy más bien. Number 3. Okay. A survey finds a survey. A survey finds that 35 families 35 families in a random sample of 200 families in a town on a DVD player. DVD player. Period. That town has 6,000 families.
Teacher, what's the word at the side of town?
What?
What I cannot read the other word that's at the side of the word town.
Which part? Let me approach the
Like
camera.
in number 3. Okay.
All right. Towns has 6,000 families. I predict, period. Predict how many families, how many families, how many families in the town. Hush. No lo copy. In a town on a DVD player. All right. That's it. All right. So again, a survey finds that 35 families and a random sample of 200 families in a town owns a DVD player. The town has 6,000 families. Predict how many families in a town owns a DVD player. So step number 1, the percentage of the prediction. Remember, the percentage P of the prediction, we're supposed to divide the sample divided by the random survey. What is the sample? Now, what is the sample? 35. 35 divided by the random sample is 200 and multiplying by 100. So that will be equal 17.5%. Okay. Now, the number of families, the X value again. What I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply this 3%, 17.5%, multiplying by the population. And what will be the population? 6,000 families. 6,000 families. And simple merely words, 17.5. Excuse me? And that's it. That's all that you have to do. Yes, tú. Venga, facilito. Bueno, el día de mañana vamos a aprender otro conceptito que se llama permutaciones. Si te deja hablar. Permutaciones en español. In English, permutation. Está fácil. Okay, guys. No, I don't have. I have no idea what I'm talking about. No questions. Okay, guys. If there are no questions, thank you so much for your attendance. Have a great, wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Salon. Take care of yourself.